Have you experienced an urge to withdraw? Are you witnessing the disappearance of others? Not physically, but energetically. Do conversations feel hollow? Do gatherings leave you exhausted? You are not alone, and you are not broken. You are awakening. The veil is dropping. You are becoming aware of society's endless performance and the energy required to maintain the illusion. Friends, this urge to pull back is not driven by fear or weakness. It is the natural response of your inner compass seeking truth. You crave authenticity, and this discomfort is evidence you're waking up. Your disengagement from the familiar patterns feels like loss at first, but you're not losing. You're preparing for something eternal. Solitude is the sacred place where transformation occurs. Remember moments in the past when you caught a glimpse of the game. It feels like sleepwalking. You see yourself unconsciously repeating life's routines. You see yourself playing a comfortable role, but you wonder, what's the purpose? In the past, these glimpses were the exception. Short periods of confusion that you overcame to get back in the game. Now, the confusion is transforming into clarity, and the truth is becoming the norm. You physically cannot pretend anymore. It's like stepping out of a movie theater into daylight. After your eyes adjust to the bright light of day, you lose the desire to re-enter darkness. The shadows of illusion feel intolerable. The scripted behaviors become painfully obvious. This isn't intellectual understanding. Your entire being shifts into hyper-awareness. You notice 80% of conversations operate on autopilot. People recite lines from invisible societal scripts. Laughter echoes hollow when you recognize its nervous rhythm. Handshakes feel choreographed like puppet shows. Your old costumes itch like wet wool. Ancient mystics called this the second birth, where consciousness expands beyond ego's limitations. Your perception is being upgraded. Silence becomes more interesting than small talk. Presence feels richer than achievement. This awakening isn't blissful at first. It's like sobering up mid-party, realizing the fun and happy emotions are just superficially generated by the booze and loud music. Energy once spent pretending is being redirected toward something authentic. The emperor's nakedness becomes obvious, yet no one else around you sees it. You see others clinging to the costumes, refusing to let go. Your nervous system becomes allergic to pretense, craving real connection like oxygen. This intolerance isn't judgment. It's the evolution of your consciousness expanding to a new level. As you experience liberation from collective hypnosis, you are facing the challenge of the unknown. What's next? Most move through life unaware of the grand play surrounding them, each assuming roles society assigned at birth. absorbing ready-made opinions like hungry ghosts, performing with urgency and dreadful fear of misstep. At some point, humanity collectively agreed to pretend endlessly and to build societies filled with products that perpetuate the endless pretense, reinforcing this shared hallucination. When awakening stirs within, you find yourself forgetting scripted lines mid-performance, seeing colleagues as living statues repeating hollow gestures, recognizing technology as tools to keep you distracted, hearing political debates as tribal incantations. The very act of seeing shatters collective consent. Fellow actors bristle when your gaze strips away costumes. Flinch as you expose empty words behind impassioned speeches. Panic when your calm exposes manufactured emergencies. Unconsciousness mirrors the darkness and wants it to remain unexamined. Your mere presence creates energetic incoherence on the stage of make-believe. Non-participation is interpreted as rejection by other actors, resulting in alienation. Peaceful withdrawal becomes necessary. Awakened eyes perceive truths concealed beneath polished surfaces, witnessing trembling fear beneath projected confidence, hollow echoes within relentless busyness. These visions unfold relentlessly, recognizing that debates are shadow boxing matches between two sets of unconscious projections. Societal conflicts reveal fractured and unprocessed collective darkness, launched outward in the form of outrage and division. This perception arrives without reverse gear. Once seen, humanity's theater cannot resume its convincing performance. You'll see friends and family chase distractions like a drug addiction. You'll see strangers arguing and waging emotional wars with enemies that do not exist. Claims of victimhood with a false villain projected by personal denial. You'll spot empty arguments circling endlessly, verbal dances designed to avoid the truth. Your ability to interact has shifted. Sincere participation in the blame games becomes intolerable. The energy expended on polarizing judgment and righteous anger feels wasteful and counterproductive. Social division and unrest are no longer problems that need fixing, but a symptom of collective blindness. Inner darkness is projected as outer contrast, good versus evil, right versus wrong. This outer polarization, choosing the right side, is like chasing a shadow. It never resolves the issue because the real issue remains hidden from the masses. You gather strength to set boundaries without guilt, to show up fully without self-abandonment. Your soul won't tolerate performances that dim its light. This resistance signals growth, not regression. All great transformations require transitional solitude. This space lets you integrate wisdom before sharing it. Trust this inward turn completely. It's your true self craving truth and authenticity. You aren't rejecting others. You're finally choosing yourself without apology, without compromise, without masks. This is spiritual maturity in motion. Your sovereign self saying no to what drains your power. There are growing numbers seeking real truth and freedom. You know that the world offers a distorted and counterfeit version of truth. So, you are venturing within, wanting to see the real thing. Embrace this journey knowing you will reemerge. Trust your own guide that is leading you. You're preparing to engage differently, from center rather than periphery, from essence rather than expectation. Honor this sacred pause, your soul's courageous desire to expand. Understand that withdrawal isn't escapism. It's wise self-preservation. Spiritual bypassing avoids truth. This is a conscious choice to dive into the depths of truth. Consider plants growing in darkness. They stretch weakly, pale, desperate. Humans function similarly in unconscious environments. They slowly starve. Vital energy is sucked away to perpetuate the outer contrast and chaos. Consciousness diminishes. Fatigue sets in. Resilience wanes. We speak of integration, yet forget preparation. Ancient teachings reveal the sacred requirement. Before merging, there is separation. Like skilled gardeners, we must assess growing conditions. Toxins in soil damage roots. Toxins in consciousness hamper growth. Standing in truth means valuing your awareness. This choice acknowledges your eternal nature. Withdrawal preserves your capacity for insight. Without it, clarity becomes impossible. Then integration becomes forced, not organic. Why remain where you cannot blossom? Permission to withdraw must be granted internally. This isn't weakness. It's self-care. Your energy requires the protection and love that only you can give. External survival isn't spiritual progress. Poison doesn't provide nutrients. Growth requires careful discernment. Temporary withdrawal makes eternal awakening possible. Don't mistake retreat for cowardice. The first step in cleansing is exiting the filth. A filthy mental environment hampers growth. A clean space allows awareness to expand. Paradoxically, separation creates true connection. Cultivate consciousness, and insight flourishes naturally. Privacy nurtures revelations. Your inner light becomes brighter when you tend it wisely. Choosing consciousness requires courage. It means valuing truth over approval. You turn your attention away from from things that drag your energy down into states of low vibration. Gatherings that suck your energy lose their appeal. You avoid conversations that are empty and rehearsed. You refuse to be fake in order to please others. Sarcastic humor becomes painful to laugh at. You let go of relationships that were built on old versions of yourself. You release bonds lacking common ground. You assess your job and career. Is it toxic, tolerable, or healthy? This may be your toughest challenge, choosing external survival over inner health. This isn't a suicide mission, killing your ego, crashing your career, destroying all relationships. No, this is raising the value of conscious presence to the level it deserves. Start with small changes. Decline events where you perform. Have honest conversations about drifting paths. Seek work reflecting current values, not outdated ambitions. Disappearing isn't vanishing. It's becoming visible to yourself. When you stop seeking validation externally, you find it internally. The world needs conscious people, grounded in truth, unshaken by noise. Your withdrawal is motivated by creation, not destruction. Letting go of that which is already dead allows you to grab onto that which is alive. Finding this eternal life within requires turning away from the death without. By dying to this dead world, you will find the light within. Then you will rise again to bring your light into the darkness for others to see. Loneliness bruises the heart. Aloneness heals it. Social isolation starves the spirit. Solitude feeds it. In crowded spaces, we sometimes feel most disconnected. True freedom comes when we willingly withdraw. Solitude is not punishment. It's conscious liberation. Quiet rooms become cathedrals of self-communion. Stop performing for ghosts of approval. Hear your thoughts sing without distortions. Desire loses disguises here. False wants melt from heat of presence. This sacred space reveals timeless truths hiding beneath busyness. No longer trapped in others' expectations. Rediscover your authentic rhythm. Instead of fearing stillness, embrace its therapeutic hush. That's when consciousness speaks. Profound insights surface like pearls from darkness. Aloneness becomes sanctuary. Unfiltered silence cleanses. Burdens lift like fog before sunrise. Here, you meet your wholeness, beyond roles, beyond wounds, beyond borrowed identities. Every withdrawal from noise amplifies inner wisdom. This isn't isolation. It's homecoming to one's eternal self. Wilderness transforms into companion. The void becomes classroom, teaching unshakable peace. Let fresh perspectives bloom from fertile silence. through patient listening. Recognize your hidden essence shining brighter. Solitude blesses us with quiet awakenings. Aloneness whispers what crowds scream over. No grand fireworks, but gentle restorations. This is your sacred cocoon, your rich, dark soil. This essential withdrawal isn't retreat. It's courageous metamorphosis unfolding. You process absorbed unconsciousness like a silent alchemist. Transforming accumulated shadows into gold. You finally let them breathe authentic air. Solitude becomes your surgeon, removing what blocked your true light. Starving your masks requires bravery. Comfort lies stripped away completely. This is intentional darkness, where frightened seeds become towering redwoods. Facing pain alone can be terrifying at first. Shadow work demands ruthless inventory. No blame escapes your new awareness. Distractions fade. Mirrors multiply. You meet every hidden shadow, unflinching. Integration is uncomfortable, yet it releases hidden strength that can withstand any storm. Courage here is not aggressive. It is patiently waiting through silent nights. It is forging unbreakable fortitude that no external force can overcome. Yesterday's confusions dissolve. Knowing manifests like sunrise after a long night. Emerge radiantly sovereign. Every mentor session, artistic expression, or quiet act of authenticity ripples outward. Your detached engagement perspective builds bridges between collapsing paradigms and emerging ones. You view the external world of contrast as the expression of oneness. Holding paradox becomes your natural state. Identification with oneness means no separate self to earn approval. Your liberation ignites others. This isn't withdrawal, but sacred positioning. You're already standing in tomorrow's dawn. By rising above the illusion, you are aiding the collective awakening. Your liberated being is the blueprint. Welcome to the new frontier. Your existence is now the revolution. Awakening consciousness cannot flourish amidst sleeping minds. Like seeds needing darkness before breaking through soil, dissolving old forms allows transformation beyond survival, beyond roles, beyond illusions. Truth refuses to dwell where lies prevail. It withdraws to gather unseen strength, like roots pushing deeper before spring blossoms emerge. This sacred vanishing isn't failure, but pioneering work preparing fertile ground within. Consider rivers disappearing underground only to emerge mightier downstream, nourishing valleys unseen. You become like rain dissolving into soil, preparing forests for tomorrow. giving attention to the unseen is a wise investment. The flow of energy beneath the surface begins moving with power and purpose once the time has been taken to clear some space. Trust this mysterious labor. You are letting go of what was to nourish what will be. Every great forest was once only a dream beneath winter snow. Your urge to withdraw is the hum of consciousness craving expansion. It is the call of your destiny and purpose to be a light in the darkness of this world. Heed the call. Align with your purpose. Thank you for joining this exploration of conscious expansion. Your anonymous presence matters more than you know. Every act of attention ripples through collective consciousness. If this journey resonated with your soul, please consider liking and subscribing. Your feedback lets us know we are in alignment with our own destiny.